Oh my fucking God. Let's correct this misinformation real quick, but I gotta get a beer to get through this video. Hang on. As a Portlander, I've made a number of videos over the last couple of days about how Donald Trump is attempting to turn my city into a military target. Over 24 kids protesting at the ICE facility with cardboard signs and megaphones and bubbles. And one of those videos went a little bit to the wrong side of TikTok because I got several comments from chucklefucks that were all similar to this one. Okay, but did you also know that Ice Cube's tour bus was firebombed by Portlanders who mistook it for an ICE vehicle? Right, they went on to say like, oh, a military response seems like overkill, but also like, Portland is super fucked up or whatever. I don't remember what they said at the end, and I can't be bothered to go back and check it. I just want to remind you that there is no situation in where it's acceptable for the regime to turn an American city into a military target. I don't give a shit what kind of crime your city has. If the mayor and the governor and the local police force say that civilian law enforcement can handle everything fine, then the federal government needs to respect states' rights and stay the fuck out of our business. There is no city in the United States where crime is out of hand to the point where like federal troops have to come in. And this has never been about crime. This has been about Donald Trump finding excuses to advance his authoritarian agenda, trying to chill dissent, trying to make people obey in advance, trying to intimidate people by positioning military in our cities so that they're there for the midterms and people are afraid to go vote because our streets will be lined with armored military vehicles and, service members who are being used as pawns in Trump's political gains out there with their body armor and their weapons. This is about intimidating people. This is about chilling dissent and advancing an authoritarian agenda. It's never fucking been about crime because how do you know? He's targeting blue cities with blue mayors and blue governors, and he's manufactured claims that do not match the crime statistics. Again, in Portland, he is claiming that he needs to send 200 troops here. Okay, yeah, good luck with that. In a city of 1 million people. First of all, Oregon National Guard members, I understand that Pete Kegsbreath has authorized you and you're not here yet, but should you actually come here, we know that you don't support what's happening. We understand that the regime is disrespecting you, using you as a pawn. We understand it really fucking sucks. We also understand if there is a moment where the regime asks you to turn your weapons on your neighbors, on your fellow Oregonians, we know that you will do the right thing. We know, we understand. We trust that you will put your oath to the Constitution and the American people above a would-be tyrant. Anyway, now that I'm off that soapbox, let's get back to this dumbass comment here. I understand this is a right-wing Fox News media talking point. This spread like wildfire on the right-wing side of TikTok, and it is complete and utter horseshit. Yes, Ice Cube was in Portland, Oregon for his tour when the crew bus caught fire. It is currently being investigated. It has not been ruled arson. They don't know who did it. There is no evidence that anybody thought that the tour bus was an ICE vehicle. First of all, it was not Ice Cube's bus. He himself said, it was not my bus. In fact, I'll read you his tweet. It wasn't my bus. It was a crew bus parked in front of the hotel. Everybody was upstairs sleeping. Nobody was hurt. No equipment damaged. A coward set fire to the bus. My bus was actually in Oakland getting service. Again, according to KGW News, there is an open investigation. It has not been ruled arson. It is Ice Cube who is claiming that somebody set fire to it, but the police have not said that. And it wasn't Ice Cube's tour bus, and there is zero fucking evidence that it was Antifa or any Portlanders who mistook it for an ICE vehicle. Why the fuck would somebody think that a giant tour bus is an ICE vehicle? This is the kind of dumbass conspiracy theory we see from MAGA. We know the difference between Ice Cube and ICE. We know the difference between a band's tour bus and the kind of vehicles that the American Gestapo known as ICE drive around. They're not big ass tour buses. So many people in my comments who use this same term firebombed. Okay, well, if Portland's not a war zone, then how come Antifa firebombed Ice Cube's bus thinking it was an ICE vehicle? Bitch, that never happened. Y'all are grasping at straws real fucking hard. I mean, let's not forget, again, no evidence that it was arson or who did it. if it is deemed to be arson. There's no motive, there's no suspect. But also, again, Ice Cube, outspoken critic of Donald Trump. Remember that song he did, what was it, like 2016, Arrest the President? If someone is going to intentionally, for political or other motivations, go for his cruise tour bus, the guy who's been singing about arresting and impeaching Donald Trump since 2016 might have attracted a certain group of people who don't like his music, have manufactured some kind of beef with him. There is no evidence, though, of this happening. No, none. Stop repeating this nonsense. Stop watching Fox News. Stop uncritically believing everything you see in a TikTok comment. As best I can tell, this conspiracy originated from a right-wing grifter named Dom Lucre. Lucre, his real name is Dominic McGee. This is the first I've heard of him, but it appears that this conspiracy perhaps originated with him. He tweeted out on September 22nd, breaking legendary rapper Ice Cube tour bus was bombed by Antifa after they mistook the hip-hop legend's bus for ICE authorities. Just pulled that shit straight out of thin air. Ice Cube did not say that. Portland police did not say that. There is no evidence to that fact. Apparently, this guy is a well-known conspiracy theorist that Fox News is now platforming as a journalist. According to Media Matters, he's been pushing QAnon conspiracy theories for years, including one in 2023. Wow, he's holding on to this real late. In 2023, he was still claiming that adrenochrome is real and I can prove it. He also claimed that Barack Obama was responsible for the drowning death of his personal chef, and that the FBI attempted to assassinate Donald Trump. This is the source. This is your source, sweetheart. And all y'all other fuckers that were in my comments, check your sources. Do not uncritically accept something you hear on Fox News, which is propaganda for the machine. They are a pillar of support to Donald Trump, and they have never been known for having good journalism or any kind of factual reporting. And also, random tweets from conspiracy theorists are not a credible source. And neither are people's TikTok comments that y'all seem to love to cut and paste as if they were gospel truth. We live in the information age. Take 2 fucking seconds and fact check. Sorry, I got a little worked up there, but this is nonsense. Portland is a peaceful city. We have a low crime rate. When you say shit like this, you pour fuel on the fire of disinformation that Trump is weaponizing in order to turn my city into a military target, in order to risk the lives of Portlanders. So don't do this shit.